Alright, so I promised a Q&A and then I didn't really mention it for a while, but a bunch of really good comments were left over the last couple of days, so I figured I'll go ahead and just respond to a bunch of comments and general discussion going on, because a lot of it was really good. So let's just remember that I don't like talking about my personal life too much in this channel, and let's talk books. Where do you live? America. I've done improv. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Elizabeth. This is a friend of mine from college who found my channel. Go subscribe to her, because I think she's coming back to YouTube after a long hiatus. Best, period, YouTube video, really. Watch more YouTube. Bruh. This is some highbrow discussion. Based on the comments, you should stop everything you're doing and read the first law this very second. I 100% agree. I mean, I'm kind of making a video. What about a personal top 10 list of fantasy series? I very well could do that, though I feel like I've done a lot of top 10s recently and they're kind of like cop-out cheap videos. Anyone making a top 10 list is not putting a ton of effort in their content, and so I decided to do a Q&A, which is so much more effort. If I may ask, which book of A Song of Ice and Fire are you currently reading? You can ask. I'm reading the first one. It's a reread, so I just want to get a better impression of it before I review it, because it is a very important series that I want to give like informed thoughts on, not thoughts I made when I was like 15 and first read it. Gotta disagree with the dark one. I'm gonna say Matthew McConaughey just saying all right, all right, all right as the voice of the dark one.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
This was way better than anything I did in my entire video, and I'm ashamed I did not think of it first. If you want to take over my channel, you're more than welcome to. Made me a little you though. You too? Thinking about channeling on screen, I always have to think about Nynaeve and Tenchiko. Other persons would just see two women sweating and staring at each other. Would be funny though. Here's my impersonation of someone channeling really hard. Doctor Who though, I'm not really a fan, I'm sorry. It's a good show, but it's just not my cup of tea. Respect it for what it is, but never gonna see me watching it or reviewing it or talking about it. It's just, sorry, I get that it's important to you, but it's not that important to me. I mean, I feel though, like there's things that are probably important to me that are not important to you. So it's just, you know, we can be cool. First off, you can't rank an all-time fantasy until the series is complete. Number one is complete BS. Such an awful pick. This is in reference to King Killer Chronicle being number one on the BuzzFeed list. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think you should be able to put an unfinished series in like the top 50, but probably not in the top one spot. Probably go with something finished. I love the reaction in number one. I love you. Great discussion. I was wondering what some of these photos are from. I Google random sci-fi things and they came up, and I hope I don't get sued. I find it confusing that they had fantasy and sci-fi books in top 50 fantasy list, but whatever. Apparently the list has been really redundant on the subreddit recently, so they decided to stir things up by allowing fantasy in. In my opinion, that's a kind of dumb way to make your fantasy list more diverse. Maybe just restrict which books can make the list, but you know, it's their subreddit, they can do what they want, and it wasn't a horrible choice, it was just one I wouldn't have made. King Troll, this is pathetic. Gilbert Godfrey for Demon Dread, are you effing kidding me? Yes, I was. Literally, I was kidding you.
It was a joke.
Huh? It's surprising that you haven't read The Sword of Truth. I absolutely think you should read it. It's a great read. I'm on book 5 and really like it. A lot of other people in the comments said the exact opposite, and now I'm hesitant to start reading it because there's so much to read. Apparently, a lot of people say it is good up until like book 5 or so, and a lot of people say it's a giant ripoff of A Wheel of Time. So I'm going to let more people argue about it in the comments before I decide to make up my mind. Fight amongst yourselves. Stephen Hawking, rest in peace, great mind of a generation. What does that have to do with anything? What does your question have to do with anything? Yes, rest in peace, Hawking. He'll be missed. But I think his point is that the book, this video, basically the video is a book discussion. There's nothing to do with the content of the video. Thanks for clearing that up. Now you know my comment has nothing to do with the video. Is there a second part? This is YouTube, not a college class. Get the Orwellian thought police out of here. I have no idea what's happening, but I really enjoy it. Why is it acceptable for Game of Thrones to get away with highly immoral ideas like rape and incest and other things, but Wheel of Time... This is a bit of a tongue tire. Why is it acceptable for Game of Thrones to get away with highly immoral ideas like rape, incest, and other things, but Wheel of Time's idea of polygamy is where we draw the line? I think the most controversial ideal will be that men and women are different. Maybe. I don't know what people get mad about and never try to predict it. I'm just saying they could, and you're probably right. I might be right. Who knows? We're all gonna die. Rand, there is money in the banana stand. You should have said, Rand, there's always money in the banana stand, but good reference. I like it. I love the inheritance cycle, and it sucks. I grew up with it, so at a middle school reading level, I read the first one, at a junior high, the second one, and in high school, the third. The college, the fourth. Rereading it shows me how his writing progressed, but he is limited by his starting unoriginal ideas. I completely agree, and I love the start to that comment that you love it, but it sucks. Like, I have a lot of things that are like that too. I love so many things that are total garbage. I watched the show Riverdale, and it's the worst thing ever put on TV, but I can't stop watching it. This was supposed to be released 11 days from now, right? I forgot April Fool's Day was coming, and if it had occurred to me, I absolutely would have waited. But I don't plan these. I just open my mouth and I make a video.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
I'm not a big Trevor Noah fan, but hearing his story is eye-opening. I'm glad you uploaded this. Also, I love how you point out you can disagree with someone and still respect them. That's the beauty of reading. You get to see the other point of view and a deeper understanding of the minds behind the ideas you may agree or disagree with. Yeah, I completely agree. And I think especially people who disagree with Trevor Noah should read his book, just like I'm going to eventually read very political books I disagree with. I haven't yet, but I plan to. So I responded to some comments. I'm usually pretty good about responding to at least some from every video in the comments down below, but they're coming in like one every 10 or 20 minutes or so now, so I can't really catch them all, especially because, you know, I have 9 to 5. But that brings me to the point where if enough people come to my Patreon, I can quit my job and retire and just live in the woods and upload these videos nonstop every day, like 10 videos a day forever and ever and ever and ever. But if you want to go ahead and donate to my Patreon, it is linked in the description, and there'll be a thing that, depending on the timing of the video, might already be by my head. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to give you a little channel update as well with this video. As I've mentioned a few times, I'm currently rereading A Song of Ice and Fire. That will be coming soon. I'm also going to have a couple new video ideas coming down the pipe. I don't want to release them yet because I don't 100% know if they're going to work or not. I need to record them, edit them, rewatch them, and judge if they're good enough content for y'all. You'd be amazed at how many videos I record, look at, judge, and deem no. Just delete.
I think the cleaning up and the throwing the trash away is good.
Entirely. So I need to go through that process with a couple of them. And, you know, I will not be uploading any videos until at least next Monday because my mom is coming to town and she will be visiting. And I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm going to be spending time with her and not with my YouTube channel. I love you guys. I love my mom more. My next video is all drawn out on the whiteboard right here. The whiteboard that was there is now here, so you can't see that. And I just start sketching out scripts and ideas, and it stays there. So my next one is planned, and that's what I'll be doing Monday, and it's going to have, if you want a hint on what it's going to be, too bad. I want to do a gentle reminder that this is a book review channel, and any and all opinions that people express in the comments down below, be respectful of what they're saying, and, you know, be nice to each other. On me all you want. I kind of deserve it anyway, but please just be nicer to each other. I don't want to have to keep deleting comments that use hateful words, because I don't think people should have to put up with that just going to watch book reviews. Let's be nice. Let's be civil. But feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, which apparently I just realized the other day is something I say when I sign off for most of my videos. All that fun stuff. It's not that fun to subscribe to a channel. Why have I been saying that? But I hope you guys are having a good one. Peace.